Alright, hey everybody, we're back with Fallout 76 yet again, continuing on the Wastelanders playthrough, where we're doing both the Settlers and the Raiders questline, but we are going to be raiding the Vault with the Raider faction, because they have better rewards. And I'd rather have more Raider rep, because they have Gauze minigun plans, and the ammo maker. And I don't really need Settler rep that much, as I already have a Gauze shotgun on this character, so I don't really need to get max reputation with them. Versus on the Gauze minigun side of things, I have the Gauze minigun from Minerva, however she does not sell any of the barrel modifications. So you will still need to get max Raider rep to get the barrel modifications. Kind of a interesting way of doing things, Bethesda set that up. But yeah, I also have a drink today. Whoops. It is a Dr. Pepper cream soda. It's pretty good. I don't usually go about I don't drink a lot of soda. It's like I treat it as a once in a while thing. I do drink a lot of water. And juice. And tea. A lot of tea. Like, I drink a strange amount of tea. But a soda every once in a while is pretty good. So, let's go do the Raider questline. Where are we going? We're going up to Lou. Learn about Lou. I remember this entire questline, or at least most of it, I do. And it's, I don't know. It's all filler content, A lot of people keep wanting, like, yeah, we need more quests. We need quests in this game. It's like, sir, this quest is filler content? I mean, this is literally filler content. Because what are you doing? Like I try to explain this to people. Okay, what do you do in this game? Right? You level up, design your build, farm for legendaries. That's all you do in this game. It is very repetitive. It is very grindy. What did Wastelanders change? What did the Brotherhood of Steel questline change? Alright, yeah, you had some quests to do for a short period, but after that, you're still doing the same exact thing that you were doing before that. That's why I say it's filler content. It's not real content because it doesn't change what you're doing at the end, after that. It doesn't add anything new. I mean, Daily Ops sort of added something new, but, that was just... Daily Ops are meh. They've always been meh. The only thing that changed what you were doing somewhat was the vault raids, because that introduced an actual new form of content to try and get some type of gear, right? And yeah, you're still doing gear, but wait, he's downstairs, I remember. This guy's fairly interesting. Well, we haven't found him yet, but he's a ghoul that turned to a ghoul and he was like already 90. So this guy's like over 100 already. Like, yeah. Yeah, and he thinks he's going to go, he thinks he's going to go feral, if I remember. Which technically is a thing. I believe all ghouls will technically go feral. There is no, preventing this. And when you think about it, right, the hatred of ghouls, right, think about Tenpenny Tower back in Fallout 3. If you never played Fallout 3, basically some ghouls are trying to get into Tenpenny Tower because they want to live there because it's nice. However, Tenpenny does not want ghouls in there. And I think he has good reason, because ghouls give off radiation. We know this. Whenever a ghoul hits you in this game, you get radiation damage. 2, all ghouls will go feral. So, there is no not going feral. Yes, it might take a very long time for some ghouls, but all ghouls go feral.
You're the new gal, aren't you? I seen you talking with Meg and poking around. What brings you to me? Well, that sort of friendly optimism may have worked in the vaults, but here with us, it's just as likely to get you killed. At the very least, it pegs you as a neophyte. And people around here take advantage of that naivete. Questions? Oh, sure. What sort of questions? I suppose you haven't seen Lou yet? With all respect, Lou's not easy to look at. When the radiation flooded Pittsburgh, it left him changed. Skin melted off, but still alive. Still more or less human. I get the impression he wasn't very sociable to begin with, and that just made it worse. He gets anxious around people, and people get anxious around him. But everyone knows he's useful around here. So he lives tucked away. It works.
Still can't believe they're all dead. David, Margie.
There's gotta be some better loot around here.
Oh, I don't know. Couple of days, maybe? He mostly keeps to himself. So there are times where I don't see him for weeks, despite us all living so close together.
I forgot all about the Brotherhood. You'd think if anyone could finish
Lou?
off the Scorched.
Oh, well, he's a good guy. We both fell in with this lot around the same time, so he and I have a bit of a kinship. Not many are accepting of Lou, since he's one of those ghouls. But unlike the Pharaohs, he's still got his brain in working order. He's not afraid to put in a day's honest work. He's a great craftsman. And on top of that, he has skill with explosives. For whenever that's handy. And it comes in handy more often than you'd think. Sure. And I'll ask again, what brings you here? Lou, huh? I didn't know he was gone. Maybe he was just tired of being cooped up in that hole of his and went for some fresh air? Okay, okay. You got me. I confess. I intentionally misled you. But it's not what you think. I had to do it. I promised Lou I would try to throw people off his trail if they came looking for him. I was hoping he'd come to his senses, return by now, and this wouldn't be necessary. Truth is, I'm worried. When he left, he was more glum than usual. Like something was weighing heavy on his mind.
Love getting stuff for free. Good thing those settlers haven't learned that yet.
He's always a little surly. It's possible it's on account of his condition. But
Hell yeah.
he's had years to
Always
adjust.
frustrating.
Sure, some of the others don't like the way he
Margie
looks.
for Meg, and that
But they still respect him, I say. I don't know a soul who wouldn't take a bullet for Lou. Not that he needs it.
Okay.
Every curse somehow turns into a blessing for him.
Pretty dead, too.
In fact, if I was still a religious man, I would say God watches over him and has special plans for Lou here on this earth. Lou's one of the luckiest men alive. He's over 95 years old and still fit as a fiddle, sharp as a tack. I've witnessed over a dozen times where something should have rightly killed any normal man, but not Lou. To be honest, I don't know.
Scorch better watch
He
out
came
now
to
that
see me
Frank
before he
has
left.
isolation shit.
I was busy working and only half listening.
Nothing
But
about
I
it.
think he said something about feeling like a burden. He's never been a burden on anyone.
The hell?
He gives to himself and does more than his fair share of work.
Nothing? I'm saying you're an idiot, idiot.
Not exactly. But I did send out a friend of mine to go find him, just before you showed up.
Back off.
She's a tracker. Best I've ever known.
What?
Unfortunately, she hasn't come back yet. Might be she's having trouble getting Lou to see eye to eye. My friend's not the best conversationalist, and Lou's stubborn. Maybe you can go and mediate. Talk some sense into old Lou. Oh, right. Pardon me. Since my tracker buddy went off alone, I rigged up a tracking beacon I could use to find her. Just in case she ran into trouble and, wasn't able to make it back. I don't think that's the case here, but fair warning, this might lead you to a dead end. In which case, I'm sorry. You can use your Pip-Boy to track the beacon's radio signal. The closer you are, the more it will ping. It should get you to where you need to be.
No way. I ain't walking all the way down there. Furthest south I go is Morgantown.
Oh, come on. We need a Ford.
Me too.
What else you
It would be a shame if this were all for naught. Good luck and Godspeed.
That's what? Who knows what scorch beasts or wendigos or other bullshit creatures you'll run into on your way down there. Count me out.
That man is the first Amish character in the Fallout series, I believe. He's also, which would also make him the first German character. Because Amish people are German, they're Pennsylvania Dutch. And you're like, everybody's like, how are Dutch people German? Well, you see, they're called Pennsylvania Dutch, despite being German, because the word Deutsch, for Deutschland, got terribly messed up in translation, and so they became Pennsylvania Dutch. It's the same, like, it happens a lot in Pennsylvania, where, because Pennsylvania was probably the most interesting of the colonies, of the 13 colonies, because it was ran by a man named William Penn, and William Penn was a Quaker, and Quakers are essentially religious anarchists, in a way. And basically, William Penn was like, everybody coming to my colony, everyone. He sent out like flyers like to all these different countries, like everyone come here, everyone all over, doesn't matter. And so you had a whole bunch of different people, you know, with all different languages and religions and stuff come into the Quaker colony of Pennsylvania. Well, a lot of things got really weirdly translated. Like, there was the town of Lebanon in Pennsylvania, and you might be thinking, Lebanon? Like the Middle Eastern country? No. You see, Lebanon is actually a mistranslation of I think a Belgian or a Dutch word. But there's also a town in Pennsylvania called Mount Lebanon. And that is named after Lebanon. It is named after the same Mount Lebanon in the Middle East. Yes, that's how weird Pennsylvania is. We just don't... Like, Pennsylvania doesn't have a culture, right? Pennsylvania has all cultures. Like, when you think of different states in the United States, everyone has, like, their own culture. Like, you think... And, like, some states have very similar cultures, like, you know, Texas and Oklahoma. Or California and Oregon and Washington, right? New Jersey and New York. Right? Pennsylvania doesn't have that. It's its own thing. Like, we in Pennsylvania here, we're our own thing. We have our own traditions, you know, we have our own way of doing things. Like, despite being a very northern state, which are usually very anti-gun, you know, like New Jersey's anti-gun, New York is anti-gun, you know, all the New England states are anti-gun, Virginia is anti-gun, well, it's mixed in Virginia, but Pennsylvania is a very pro-gun state. Even our Democrats here, right, who people usually associate Democrats with anti-gun, right, they have voted for pro-gun bills. Yeah, Pennsylvania is a weird state that doesn't make much sense, and I love it here. Where everything's backwards and wrong. Like, the government sells alcohol here. You're thinking, what? Yeah, the state government sells alcohol. That's where you buy your alcohol from, the government. Hard alcohol. You can buy beer anywhere, you know. But, you know, if you want to buy vodka or I don't know. I think wine's anywhere. Vodka, whiskey, bourbon, rum, anything like that. Yeah, you gotta buy it from the government. It's literally, it's a government-owned business. They're usually just marked wine and spirit stores. Why? It's just that way. It's from Prohibition, and like Pennsylvania did Prohibition weird. We also have a lot of potato chip manufacturers here. Hers, Utz, several of them. I know where I remember where to go. It's we're looking for a mine. Gets over here. It's like weirdly out of the way. Also, a fun fact about Pennsylvania. According to this chart I saw, most people in Pennsylvania who are born in Pennsylvania tend to stay in Pennsylvania. I think it's like 90% of the, or like 86% of the people in Pennsylvania were born in Pennsylvania. I mean, I wasn't. I was born in a different state. Not gonna tell you which one. I believe it's here. Get to go. Yeah. Hello there, sir. Yeah, Pennsylvania is it's just a weird place. It's great. And terrible at the same time. Like in Pennsylvania, there's an abandoned highway. There's like I think it's like, it's several miles of highway that for some reason we just abandoned. Oh, this character is kind of neat. They never really do anything with her after this.
Hello? I was not expecting anyone. I am Weasel. I am here to find a friend, Lou. I can't speak. The man, Fisher, made this collar to let me speak words. It is not perfect, but it works. He found the machines. No. The science. No. That is also not right. Technology. Yes, it has trouble interpreting some words. The vocals. Vox cable. Word list was not complete. For example, there are no bad words. I have been trying to say bad words this whole time, but they do not come out. If I try, I can say them in other ways. Poop. Fornicate. Hot underground place. Fisher knows how it works better than I do. He found a science person. No, a scientist's house in Mananga. The scientist was working on a device to let animals talk. Fisher made it work for me and improvised. Made it work better, mostly. Not my real name. I was with a different gang until I snatched, no, ratted on someone. they used a red-hot poker to burn my voice box. Now, I am with Meg and her gang. They like me, but when they found out why I could not talk, they programmed this thing so I could only say my name is Weasel. That way, people know I was a rat. Blue is deep inside the mine, but he does not want to be found, and it is dangerous to go alone. We can find him together. You lead. I will follow.
Yes, here we have a cyborg character. I mean, not really a high cyborg, kind of a low-level cyborg. Yep, a cyborg, and she is wearing an Atomic Shop outfit. If you didn't know. Yep, that outfit's from the Atomic Shop. Which always makes me question the canonicity of the Atomic Shop, because they keep adding in items from the Atomic Shop into, onto characters who are canon. Bethesda and cyborgs are always very weird. Like, they don't really like adding in cyborgs to the Fallout lore, despite them very much being in the Fallout lore. I mean, cyborgs have existed in nearly every Fallout, and they only make vague references to them sometimes, or like they just don't do it very often. Like Star Paladin Cross in Fallout 3 is technically the only real cyborg in a Bethesda one.
This better be good. No help needed. Yins can help by going back where you came from before I cave us in. So, unless you want me buried in that, get out. I don't want to kill nobody I don't know for no reasons. But that's life now. I gave you a choice. I hope you get the hell on out before I detonate. Now leave me alone.
No way forward. Lou shut it tight. But come look at this.
Alright. Lou, this quest is kind of neat, but also kind of like, eh. Oh, there you are.
I have an idea. Yes, that is clear. But do not worry. This cave wall looks weak, and I think I can destroy it with Big Boom, so we can go through to the other side. I have done this kind of work with Lou before. Stand back. I will set up the Big Boom.
She is glitching out. Wouldn't be a Bethesda game without glitchiness, right? Bethesda does this quite a lot in this game, doing these like destructible environment things. Well, not like scripted destruction. Man, I'm messing up my words a lot today. Say scripted destruction. Not real destruction like Battlefield or Red Faction, but you know. I don't think the creation engine could handle that. It wasn't made for that. Ah, cricket. Terrible things in this game. One of the worst enemies. Because they do a lot of damage. Because they have acid.
This cave sucks.
Choir's terminal. What? She's moonwalking. Weird. I know I'm not lagging. I have the Ethernet cable in, so you know. I have good Ethernet internet speed. Though the cable is getting pretty old. I think it's a Cat 5 cable, and I think they're up to like Cat 8 now. Should probably replace that. It's gonna be hard to replace it because it's a 50-foot cable that's threaded through my house. But, maybe it's not worth it to replace it. Oh. Oh, hey. It's supposed to be a boss. Or, like a boss. And like, Find loot. Just going through this real fast. Cause Gus shotguns are really powerful. One of the most overpowered weapons in the game. They nerfed it once, and then which made it like useless, and then they brought it back up to being powerful. Let's see if this breaks. I remember this broke one time. Behold, destructible floor. See, does it break? Oh, it actually worked. Frog. I think it's supposed to be, yep, rad scorpion. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't claim the free thing in the atomic shop. What is it? Come on, game, load. Load. I know there's a bunch of crap in here. It's a repair kit. Use that. Daily login rewards are always good. Ow. Game, where are you telling me to go? Yep, I'm just gonna keep going this way. as this is a winding cave tunnel thing. Oh, another destructible wall.
Get to a safe place before the boom.
Ah, this beautiful environment that's never going to be used again. This looks great, and yet they don't use it. Take a look at that. Beautiful. Oh, and you can't come back here. How about that? For some reason, Bethesda has an obsession with making environments you can't go back to. Why? Don't know. But they do. The Raiders quest line features another location that you can't go back to after the quest. Don't know why. I mean, I did glitch in there at one point, so, eh.
Ah! What the? Where the hell did you come from, you sneaky jagger? You gone through all the trouble not to get here. Lord, after stopping an old man from off himself. What you want? That's what I said. Did I stutter? In case it ain't obvious, I'm one of them rad-soaked ghouls. Been that way going on 25 years. Ain't no way to live. Killing myself's the only way to keep people safe. Of course, that's harder than you'd think. That ain't what I mean. I mean literally, physically. I can't seem to do it. You've seen the setups I got here. All designed to be foolproof death traps. None of them worked. Always something managed to go wrong. So I figured with this last one, worst case scenario, I get buried alive and can't do no harm to nobody. No backing out of it. I tell you, my luck ain't a blessing. It's a curse. Ian's probably right, but I gotta try. Like I said, at least this way, I put myself away in a tomb I can't get out of, and on my own terms. You for real? Aside from maybe being a ticking feral time bomb, my body's a mess. Feels like the radiation's both killing me and keeping me alive somehow. You get used to it after a while, but it ain't ever pretty. Nah, it ain't all bad. I've never been good around people. Now they let me alone because of how I look. I feel like I could live forever. That might sound good, but trust me, it ain't. Yeah, I know. I'm a regular softy. Nice that people need me. But you don't understand. This unnatural walking corpse of a body. It ain't no way to live. Say I go back with Ian's to hell. What happens if I change for the worse and end up killing others? Then what happens if people have trouble putting me down? So I end up killing them all. What then? Yeah? You gonna put your money where your mouth is? If I do this job for you, you gotta help me off myself after it's done. It's gotta be you. I don't want nobody else knowing about this. Good enough. I can always come back here and do what I was gonna do anyway. Remember, not a word to the others about what I was out here doing or why. Not even Fisher. Don't want him thinking less of me. And I don't want to cause any fright. Now, let's hear about this job. Yins want to blast our way into a vault? Sounds crazy, but I can do it. I'm in. You go on ahead back to Crater. I gotta get things in order around here, so nothing happens to it while I'm gone. Meet you there. Ah, don't bug me, you Ned Nose.
Another day, another shitty deal for some poor sucker.
Hey, no sudden...
What are you looking
Hey, 7-6. Took you long enough to come back. You get Lou on board with the plan? Wait, hold up. You saying Lou's suicidal? To hell with that noise. Lou's a good man. Me and him gotta have a little heart-to-heart. See if I can't get him back on track and help him out of his funk, you know? I knew a lot of people chose to end it all after the war. My own mother was in that boat. World's a depressing place now. But we gotta survive. That's what people do. And those that do gonna be stronger than anyone come before us, dig? Anyway, Lou's always been a grumpy-ass cat, but I never pegged him for suicidal. Guess you never know. I'll make sure he gets help. Thanks. That's ridiculous. We never seen a ghoul go feral. We wouldn't have kept him around if we was worried about that. Look, I'll talk to him, alright? You focus on the vault job, you dig? Alright, so I've been thinking about those plans. Place is secure as hell. Once Lou gets us inside, I'm sure we're gonna meet resistance. Ain't gonna just bowl over and let us loot, so we're gonna need the big guns. For that, we need Gale. Gale's the big green mutant gal you may have seen around, always hanging out with her little girl, Ra-Ra. Ever since Ra-Ra met up with Gale in the wilderness, they've been impossible to separate. So, just saying, you may have to convince Ra-Ra to let Gale come with us. Good luck, 7-6.
Ah, almost leveled. Oh, the raider reputation. And it's Fastnacht, apparently. That Swiss holiday that I'm not interested in right now. Alright, so I'm gonna end it here. Hope everyone's enjoying these videos. Don't know if you are. Some of you seem to do. Sorry, I was actually drinking today. A little bit. I had like half a can. Or like, those... It was like the steel alloy grape or berry flavor, I don't know. It was a thing. Alright, see everybody later. Bye.